You cannot build power with a weak identity. You can have talent and still live beneath your calling. So I realize you can also have vision and still sabotage your own rise. You can work hard and still keep leaking strength through the cracks of who you believe you are. That's the part most people do not talk about enough, because power does not just require effort. Power requires identity. And if your identity is weak, your results will always struggle to stay strong. I had to learn that deeply. A lot of people want a new life without becoming a new person. They want better results, but they think like the old version of themselves. They still speak like the old version. They react like the old version, defend the old wounds, protect the old excuses. They still introduce themselves to life through weakness, fear, inconsistency, and doubt. Then they wonder why nothing truly changes. Why is nothing changing? But listen to me carefully, alright? Your life does not only respond to what you want, it responds to who you believe you are. Your life does not respond to what you want or you believe you deserve. It responds to who you believe you are. Inner identity is shifting outer reality. That is why identity is everything. If deep down you still see yourself as undisciplined, you will keep proving it. If deep down you still see yourself as broken, you will keep operating from that fracture. If deep down you still believe you're the kind of person who starts and never finishes, life will keep giving you evidence that matches that script. Because identity is a hidden command. It sits beneath behavior, beneath your routines. Identity sits beneath your choices, small yeses and nos. It sits beneath your efforts. Am I gonna do it today or not? Am I gonna be consistent or not? Am I gonna eat this way or eat crap? Am I gonna train today or am I gonna give an excuse? Am I gonna study for that bar exam? Am I gonna backtest my strategy? Am I gonna do my in-depth research or just coast it through? No. I'll do it another day. Well, eventually, those behaviors, routines, choices, efforts that will call your inner identity, they pull you back. Pulls you back to what feels familiar. That is why some people rise for a moment and then collapse again. Their opportunity increased, but their identity did not. Their visibility increased, but their self-concept did not. Their external life grew faster than their internal structure. And what the identity cannot hold, life eventually exposes. This makes sense. This explained what happened to me a couple of years ago between 2022 and 2023. See, my external life started growing faster. My business was booming. Got one of my dream cars, Mustang 5.0. But then my inner structure was always worried about business performances. I wasn't focused on business success. I was focused on the stress, internal stress I held about returns on investments, team performance, dealing with Amazon rules and regulations, dealing with my trading outcomes. Rather than recognizing that my inner world already has all of this, that led to my outer world reflecting at some point how I felt within. And after 2 years of isolation, of discovering myself, discovering what's shaping my outer world, I have finally begun to climb out of the pit of hell, my own hell, my own inner demise. And this time, my foundation is unshaken and strong. And I'll climb past previous mountains, and I will soar like an eagle, and come in like a dragon, and reach the highest tops, knowing that my inner world is already there before my external life matches it. So, if your identity cannot hold your desires, life eventually exposes you. Because the law says, as within, so without, as it is in heaven, so on earth. So if you're serious about changing your life, you can not only change your actions, you have to challenge the person you have been consciously and unconsciously agreeing to be. Consciously, you're taking action. You're moving. You're going to work. You're taking care of business. That's conscious. Unconsciously, that silent voice within you, the one that doubts its own self. Oh, I'm gonna run a 5K. Oh, I doubt I can do it. I'm gonna do this for the first time. Oh, I've never done it before. I cannot do it. It's gonna be tough. All those unconscious self-talk, inner silent talk, is destroying your potential. You have to challenge your inner voice and fine-tune it to be your ally. That's who you are. You are the inner voice ruling flesh, mind over matter. Don't allow your flesh rule you, because then you'll be a slave to your outer world, rather than be a commander of your inner world, which is shaping your outer world, your experiences, your reality. Ask yourself honestly, all right? What have I been calling myself? What weakness have I been normalizing? What pain have I turned into personality? What patterns have I repeated so long that I'm starting to mistake it for who I am? I've taken it as my identity. When people ask you, oh, why didn't you make it to the NBA? Oh, you're so tall. Why don't you play professionally? Well, there are a lot of things, factors that plays into that. However, I started not to entertain questions like that because I am not defined by height or external results. I realized I was holding on to old narratives of what could be, what should be, what could have been. I started to identify as my new self, which is the things that I aspire to be now, rather than wrestling with what I could have been within a certain window. Because if you identify with the patterns and the pains and the past experiences of how you wish things could have gone, you will be stuck in that cycle of doom. You have to break the pattern. There's so many things you can be. You are not stuck or attached to one outcome. You can be anything at any given time. Okay, this didn't work out for certain reasons. My outer world reflected my inner world. All right, let's review. Let's change it. Let's build within first. Seek within the kingdom of heaven, and its righteousness is within. In your mind, it's within. In your heart, it's within. The righteousness in your heart, not the catastrophe in your heart. Because if you seek the catastrophe in your heart, it'll be given unto you. Seek within the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, and all, which is your outer world, all will be added unto you. Your reality will match your inner world. Because it says, the Lord sees your heart. For I know your heart desires. Why? Because your body is the temple. So if I live inside of you, because that's who you are, I am that I am, you are God, for ye are gods. He already told you, that's your power. That's the power. The government is not the power. Your boss is not the power. Your boss is going to reflect what you strongly believe about yourself to you as a mirror. Society will mirror your inner world. Seek within, rebuild within. Because some of you are not just fighting habits, you are fighting an old identity. Since you were a teen or young adult, you've held on to your parents' narratives about you, your spouse narratives about you, your friends' narratives about you, and you held it for so long, and you make it your excuse rather than releasing your own self from your own shackles. You tied yourself up. You are the cause. You're the one who makes you weak. You're waiting for external validation, for somebody to tell you you're worthy before you feel worthy. Even if they tell you you're worthy and you don't believe it about yourself, you still will be unworthy. So you have to correct and restructure and rebuild the software in your inner world before the hardware in your outer world changes. Alright? You're fighting old identity. That identity still believes it belongs in charge. Right? Sounds like this is just how I am. You've always been like this. You're not one of those disciplined people. I'm not tall enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not qualified. I didn't go to college. I don't have my master's. I don't have enough experience. I don't think they'll listen to me. I don't think I have the fame and the power to deliver a message. You always fall off. You're too damaged to hold more. You're too old. You're getting old. I've passed my prime. You put all of these limitations on your own self. It's you. And you're gonna fix it. Why? Because that voice is not true about you. It's only true if you believe it is true, because your belief is shaping your reality. You will never be wrong. Your outer world will always mirror 1,000 million billion percent exactly, tick for tick, pound for pound, every single belief system that is within you. Your outer world will match it. It will. But you also have the free will, because you've been given dominion over reality, to change within first. Everyone is waiting to see it out before they believe, but you have to believe it first before everyone sees it. Because the voice of your past demise is memory pretending to be destiny. It's just memory pretending to be destiny. You see, you can't delete your memories. You experienced it, but it's the past. You can also remember the future, but just because you have not experienced the future yet, for some reason your past memories are more stronger. Well, your future is equally stronger. You just have to highlight within first that you already are within before you experience it, so that can be manifested or made flesh. So those voice of your memory that have held you in shackles, if you keep bowing to them, you will keep rebuilding the same small life with different decorations. So there comes a moment where you must decide, will I keep rehearsing the old self, or will I keep or start speaking, acting, and moving from the version of me I was actually meant to become? That shift is not automatic. It must be chosen every second, every hour, every minute, every day, every week, every year. It must be chosen. Because why? You're here to choose. You have free will. You're here to choose. Is this true or false? Is it left or right? Is it hot or cold? Is it white or black? You must choose. And all of these inner dialogues shape your belief systems. And your belief is shaping what you experience. You have to stop speaking weakness over your own name. Stop saying, I'm just inconsistent. I am bad with discipline. I never follow through. I'm always behind. That's just how I am. Yeah, when you say those words jokingly, oh, I'm late, that's just who I am because I'm late, I'm on African time. It's who I am. Liar. Just say you're not punctual. It's who you are. Oh, I'm this way. Yeah, no. If you want to be, you can claim it. But if you want change, you have to unclaim it. These words are not harmless when spoken, but you're not just speaking words. You are instructing your subconscious mind. And it's listening. So give it better instructions. I am a man of order. I keep my words. I move with discipline. I no longer make myself available for things that destroy me. I am no longer available for my weaker patterns. I am rebuilding myself in truth. Now, don't just say it like you're reading affirmations. Back it with proof. The difference between people saying affirmations, I am a millionaire, I am this, is because they say all of those things, then they don't act upon it. They say, I'm a millionaire, but they want the money to fall out of the sky. If I'm a millionaire, what industry do I want to be a millionaire in? Or what industry am I already a millionaire in or a billionaire in? What did my version do? Do they understand the skill set? Did they learn how to trade? Did they study business? They studied this, they studied that. Did they create content? What's that version? Then your action with your belief is your alignment. That's how you become powerful. When you are acting on what you believe, doors open. It means you can't fail. You can learn. It might not be easy at first, but the dots will connect. The right opportunity or gateway for something to go through will open. The door only opens to somebody who there walks towards the door. But you want to say, oh, let me see if the door will open before I walk towards the door. I'll just wait back here and watch the door. It will not open that way. You have to go closer to the door. You've seen those automatic doors at commercial buildings like malls. If you sit in your car, that door will not open. But the door has a sensor to open when somebody steps towards the door. Right? So you must step up towards the door of opportunity. Then it opens because it recognizes you. So don't just say affirmations. Don't say, I'm going to do this from now on. I'm a disciplined person. But when opportunity comes to exercise your discipline, back it with action. Keep one promise, then another. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Train when you do not feel like it. Choose the higher action when the lower one feels easier. Because every disciplined act becomes evidence. And evidence strengthens identity. That is how the new self is formed. Not through fantasy, through repetition, command, embodied agreement. You're not trying to become perfect, you're trying to become congruent. You're trying to make your inner identity match the life you say you want. Because one identity shifts. Once identity shifts, discipline stops feeling foreign. Power stops feeling fake. Consistency stops feeling impossible. Now, the outer life can finally begin to rest on something stronger within, a firm structure, foundation. So hear me clearly. You cannot build power with a weak identity. You cannot sustain greatness while secretly agreeing with weakness. You cannot create a strong future while introducing yourself to life as the old you. Build the person within first, then the external power will follow. That's the inner power that shapes your identity, that gives you the external power, the will to do it. Then that's what will come. Fortify your mind, forge your body. Conquer your arena, your own arena, not somebody else's arena, your own arena. Conquer it. Your inner mind is your arena. Till next time.